Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos plays Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Today, I believe, are supposed to go to the evidence room and dust for prints. That's what they made it sound like anyways, but we'll find out today. Guard station and evidence room. So we got a few, there we go. We got a few handprints that we can investigate. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Here, in this blood on the detective's evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger? I'm partial to the middle one. Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. I'm assuming the thumb or the one next to the thumb. I don't know my fingers. What am I, in elementary school? You're supposed to remember that, Chronos. I don't know. It's like the ring finger, the pointer, the index, my favorite finger, and the thumb, and the pinky. I really can't tell the difference at a glance. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger! Alright. This one? I mean, this one looks like it's on its side, so this one? Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. Em is starting to get that sparkle in her eyes, which only ever leads to trouble. First, you sprinkle the aluminum powder all around it. Huh? How do you do that? With enter. See? It looks like that did the trick. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, we just blow it away with the excess. Huh, how do I do that? With the E button! Exciting, I know! Imagine blowing out the candles on a birthday cake! See? Wow, it looks fun. Might take some getting used to, though. It's fine, it won't go up your nose or anything like that. That's what this other white powder's for. You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. White, right? I guess I'd better give it a try. I have unlimited powder, right? It's like the 70s all over again. Ah, you did it! You found one! But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Huh, now you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? They wore gloves? I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left this print must have worn gloves. Dots. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations, but it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints. Looking at the locker door again closely. So like the thumbprint? Ooh, seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print. Huh, fingerprints outside the blood. Like right here. Get the nice white powder everywhere, and then Y to snort. Yeah, that's a fingerprint. Do you want me to do anything with it? You want me to keep dusting? With Dustin Rhodes? What do you want me to do? It's a fingerprint, isn't it? You want me to cover everything? I'll cover everything. I have infinite amount of this stuff, I guess. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I'm gonna have a whiteout in a second. Oh, okay. Glad that worked, thanks. Yay, a print so clear it's dazzling. Dazzling? Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Yeah, no shit. And a lot of powder. Let's match it up right away. So, we're not done yet? This is quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding your fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? I guess she's right. I'm assuming Gumshoe? Look at the fingerprint data we got from Miss Edgeworth. And point out the person who you think left this print. Huh, how am I supposed to know who did it? I can make a pretty good guess. the bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the print probably don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprint would we most likely find on this evidence locker? Gumshoe. Yeah, clearly. Like, clearly. Match found! Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Dots. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking so what. Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out! And then we, like, go to court records, and we go, give me the powder. No? Do I gotta spray again? You want me to spray again? I can spray again. Yeah? No? Examine? Here. This is where we got the luminol reaction, right? Right! There was a handprint here! Okay, want to try using this? There go her eyes sparkling again. Check for prints. Okay, let's check for prints. That's the spirit! No, but I have to warn you about something first. What? The area with the blood was wiped away, right? We only end up finding it using the chemical means. Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too. Oh, right. So this means no prints. Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me. Anyways, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. Prints other than the ones left by the bloody handprint. Okay, well, I don't see anything. Like at all? Oh, I got it. No. Okay, I was gonna say, oh, here? Then cover it like it's a party. And then once the whole screen is filled, we'll blow it away. And then it will be fine, right, game? Really? Alright. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. I'm assuming this is what you want. You want me to dance like the monkey I am? We can do this. We can do this all goddamn day. Alright, let's see. I mean, it kind of looks like it, but like slanted? No. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Match found. Hey, these fingerprints, they... Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? Whoa. That's gotta be a coincidence. He's never involved in the crime. You know, he's not involved. Emma. This is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminol reaction, the blood and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh. So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints of a wiped blood stain. Talking, how does that work? But why would Officer Marshall... It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. Okay. So I'm still thinking that it's probably the big dude, Gaunt, because he seemed to have it out for Edgeworth. But I guess Marshall Jake Marshall? I'm assuming Angel Star at some point had something to do with this as well. I don't know. So what do you think, Mr. Wright? I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all, the victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time. And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes. Lana! Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed. I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning. We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters though. So, how'd it go? It was Mr. Wright. It's as Mr. Wright expects. The suspects. The police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain. A plea bargain? What do you mean by that? We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't see capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma. But Lana! Don't tell me you... Much to my regret, I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. This guy. We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belong to Officer Jake Marshall. What kind of trace evidence? Blood-stained fingerprints, to be exact. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you? In order to defend my sister, you're going to have to accuse Mr. Marshall? We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Ms. Sky? Do what you have to do, Mr. Wright. So back to trial? Oh god, I can't wait to take this cowboy down too. That'll teach you to dress up like a goddamn sheriff when you work as a police department. The defense is ready too, by the way, Your Honor. Sorry I ignored you. Prosecution is humph. Humph? I'm afraid you'll have to clarify. It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yet the victim, Bruce Goldman, was slain in both places at the same time. But that's not physically possible, is it? What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared. Yeah, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Wow, this is one messed up trial. One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. Now that's what sets Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things, even though he doesn't know what's going on himself. And that's supposed to be Admiral? I mean, yeah, you got a point there. How is he's just faking it till he makes it. Very well, let the trial resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Miss Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand. For its first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department. The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer? We don't use those terms until they're found guilty. Also, I didn't press any buttons there. It was on him. Oh, God, Meekins. Meekins. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? Yes, sir. I'm my Officer Mike Meekins, sir. My occupation is, that would be murderer, sir. Well, guilty. So you're telling us you're a professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. I never kill anyone again, so you gotta believe me, sir. Actually, what we'd like to hear from you is, sir, I'm what you call a part of a younger generation, sir. A person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend. You're 22, dog. Emma's part of the younger generation. You're on the cups. You're only 2 years younger than Miles. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, sir, help me, sir. Officer Meekins. Yes, sir! Give us your report of the crime. Consider that in order. Yes, sir, as you wish. After all, I am part of a generation that must be told what to do, sir. You can't fault him for a lack of enthusiasm. Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted a suspicious man on the security system and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life, and then I I did it! After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you? Do unto others before they do unto you! That's the Meekins family motto, sir! I see. Then you fainted, and a colleague helped you regain consciousness. Yes, sir! He knocked me upside the head, sir! Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. What I need here is more info to work with. And probably someone other than Meekins to cross-examine. So I guess just press him on everything for now. Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not? Yes, sir! I am in charge of hiring new recruits, sir! Really? That is a scary thought! Holy shit! Evidence transfer was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed. I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir! The Blue Badger? Yes, sir! The lovely police mascot created by Chief of the Detectives, sir! I was doing sure it wasn't broken during the transfer process! That was my sole mission for the day, sir! He's like, I see. Sounds like a very important mission. After the award ceremony yesterday, there were so many people running around that I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room. Tell us, what did you see when you got there? Hold it! In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card, am I correct? Precisely, sir! I have one right around my neck! So then, your ID number should be listed here, right? Dots? There it is! Found it! This is the one right here! Could you please read us the number? Yes, sir! It is 4989596! That's my number, sir! Let's see, huh? But the number, that number, it is shown as being used twice. Please explain, witness. It's no real mystery, sir! The first time is when I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. And the second time is when I went to get him after everything settled down. I see, so it was during the second time when? Yes, sir! That is when I spotted the man on the security screen! Okay. I hate your megaphone so much. So you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you? It was a knife, sir! A knife! Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you. What happened then? Well, with me charging in on him like that, he looked as surprised as I was. You aren't exactly the kind of person who someone would want to run into. That's when I reacted, sir! I swung my arms like an octopus, struggling to death to detain him. That's how I got this gash on my hand. Maybe if you just kept your cool, your hand wouldn't be... When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by the collar. And you fought for your life. Did you, like, judo throw him? What exactly do you mean when you say did it? I know I don't look the type, but I'm really into kung fu films, sir. The man let his guard down for just you did judo throw him, did you? So I snatched a knife from him. You took his knife. I spun him around and performed a disarming maneuver. I made sure to close my eyes like a man. What? Like a man? Okay, he must have been desperate. The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of blood, and then the next thing I knew... Yes? He punched me right in the face, sir! After that, I passed out! Because he knocked my shit loose. About what time did you regain consciousness? No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious! Oh, right. According to the report from the officer that woke you up, woke up the witness, it was around 5:30. He hit me right in the head, too! I woke up crying tears of pain. That's nice. I mean, that's nice that you recovered, that is. When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir. Your mission? Yes, sir, the Blue Badger, sir. I returned him to the entrance before things got out of hand. Well, we can all rest easy now. I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened. Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim? He's got a point. Yes, Officer Meekins? With regard to that, sir, take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell. Chief Gott delivered it to me just this morning, sir. The chief delivered it? What is that? A videotape. Yes, sir! Absolutely right, sir. A videotape, sir. It contains footage from the security cameras in the evidence room. And my home sex tape. What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape, and was told it had been mistakenly erased. That's quite a mistake. I just do what I'm told, sir. That's the only thing I'm really good at. Looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever. Well then, let's have a look. Show us the video of you murdering the victim. Oh, please stop using that word murder, sir. It scares me. A video of a real murder. Just what are we getting ourselves into? I don't know, early day internet? Faces of death? Oh my god, animation! Conveniently covering the face. Oh, I'm gonna get you! He has his nightclub or nightstick or billy club, whatever you want to call it out. Just jumps on him. Wow, he really did gash him. What knife was that, though? That didn't look like the switchblade. It looked like Edgeworth's knife. Okay, that video is not a video of a murder. It's a video of Meekins getting his ass knocked out. And then, like, Houdini doing, like, a escape trick. Dots? Dots? Dots! Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirring within us? What the hell was that wiggling piece of plywood? Sir, that is the pride and joy of the entire criminal affair department, sir! It's the Blue Badger, sir! Why am I not surprised this isn't going this smoothly? Yes, well, anyway, this tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter, someone in the evidence room, and some sort of activity did take place. Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that all right with you, Officer Meekins? Yes, sir! As you wish, sir! Mystery Man. His face can't be clearly seen in the video, but there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker, which requires Detective Goodman's fingerprints to do so. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. Oh my god. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. What if you chopped off his thumb or something? Skinned his hand and put it over top of your hand. That works, doesn't it? What's this about a fingerprint? Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to. Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to have been Detective Goodman. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. I don't know where this cross-examination will lead, but everything begins with contradictions. That's where I have to start. Actually, you have to start by pressing him, but that's actually going to be like next time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, press like below. If you're not subscribed yet, whatever video second, check out some of the content, see what you're liking. Once again, thank you for watching. Hope you all have a great day.